Hey guys, I've got some really sad squash plants here. Although the weather's cooled down and it's cool enough at night that we're getting a morning dew, I'm enjoying it, but the squash sure are not. These are summer squash, and back here, this one looks perfectly awful. This is my candy roaster squash, and I can't take it down yet because my squash down there, my one squash that it gave me, has not quite ripened. I think once it gets a little bit of a darker color, I can pull it out. But look guys, I've got powdery mildew and who knows what else. And I'm about to rip out the remaining plants. I've already ripped out several, but the bees are still enjoying the blossoms, so I'm a little bit reluctant. But it also smells very mildewy around here, so it's not very nice to sit on the deck. But I've left a couple that had some promising squash flowers on it. Let me show you. Here's a little bee in here already collecting the pollen. I hope you can see in there. It's not very focused, but as you can see, all of the leaves and now the stems are just covered with the powdery mildew. And that's the way it goes, guys. Once the weather cools off and we get that morning dew situation, these plants just aren't happy. So I think I'm probably just gonna rip them out today. This will probably be the last plant I rip out, maybe tomorrow or the next day, because I do have a small squash on there. So I'll give that another day or two. But then these squash plants are out of here, guys. Look how sad. It's just terrible. Fall is here for sure. Okay guys, the cleanup has taken place and I'm feeling so much better about the triangle garden. As you can see, the sun came out and it's looking so much neater. I did leave the one vine that's supporting my candy roaster squash. Hopefully getting more sun will help it finish coloring up. Again, I'm not sure it's gonna reach full maturity, but time will tell. But it looks a lot neater without those diseased leaves. And let's just take a minute to appreciate my gorgeous marigolds. They are such top performers in my garden, and they can survive the heat and they're still going strong in the fall. So I always love to have marigolds all around the garden, especially the orange ones. I think they're the best kind in my opinion. And I didn't show you my huge elephant ear plant. It's absolutely enormous. As you can see, some of the leaves are as tall as the air conditioner unit, which must be over 3 feet tall. So that's done really well there. But over here, I pretty much took away probably 3/4 of the leaves. I've tried to open it up for better air circulation. And these are only going to stay here another week or two while some of the fruit finishes up. And then they too will go to the compost bin. And yes, I know it's controversial to put powdery mildew plants into a compost bin, but if Charles Dowding can do it, so can I. And my compost bin is eating things up pretty well. So I have a feeling that by next spring, even if there's a few powdery mildew spores, it's going to be okay, because to be quite honest, I get it anyway. So I'm not going to be too fussy about it. But I took off the worst leaves, and now I can see the chrysanthemums back here, and they're about to burst open in a bright yellow. So that is very exciting, and I'm feeling much better, guys, about how neat this garden looks. So I can sit out here on my deck and not feel like I'm sitting next to a mess. And aren't my beautiful zinnias pretty? I did lose a betta fish, and I buried her here under this little seashell. So that's her final resting place, but I'm thrilled that she has a nice zinnia plant to rest under. So thanks so much for watching. I'm so glad you could visit my garden today, and I hope you're having fun in your fall gardens. I'll see you next time.